Does no contact actually work? That's a $1 million question. I mean, and I'm gonna give you a quick story. I got with my ex. I was about 20 years old. I went through a traumatic situation. I got a horrible case of bitch dependency. Like, the shit was so bad. It was like you couldn't even tell if she was a female or if I was a female. I was really like a true 100% bitch. I look back at that shit, not cringe. I'm like, ooh, the fuck wrong with you, nigga? When it's just, I pretty much put this bitch on a pedestal, and she even mentioned that before. Like, I just made her seem like she was the most special person in the world, and we're gonna talk about that another time. But we hung out this one last time, like a few months in, we hung out one last time. She was getting real distant, like the shit just didn't work out. And I knew the end was coming. So the next day, once like I left, she calls me on the phone and she's like, I can't do this anymore, this and that. I'm begging her and pleading her, telling her I could change. I'm changed, man. Like, I see I don't want to lose you, this and that, babe. Hold it down. Like, acting like even more of a bitch than before. And the more that I said it, the more she would turn me down, and the sadder and more upset that I got that I'm getting turned down. Like, I'm really giving my heart out at this point. Next thing you know, she's like, yeah, I can't do it. So I'm like, can we still be friends? Yeah, we can still be friends, this and that. So I would hit her up every day, few times a day, like thinking like she gonna forget about me, this and that. And yeah, hit her. It was bad. Like, I'm surprised I didn't fuck that off for the rest of my life. I got to a point where it's like, damn, she really treated me like I'm a stepchild or some shit. Like, she really treated me like I ain't shit. It made me feel low. I'm like, fuck, whatever. She made me feel like I wasn't shit. Next thing you know, I hit up my other ex from when I was a teenager. We hanging out and stuff. We going to do things together. Because I was sad and I realized, fuck, I need to start doing stuff. So I started buying new clothes. Just doing other things. Me and my ex were friends on Facebook. The one that left me. We were friends on Facebook. So I used my other ex to take pictures and shit, like kind of trying to be subtle. Because me and my ex who left me were still friends or whatever. I guess friends, but I stopped talking to her for a while. So next thing you know, next time she sees me in whatever way, social media or whatever, I'm looking nice and I'm happy, smiling with another girl that's pretty, that's deemed very pretty or whatever. And that shit do something to people, like whether they want to admit it or not. Like, that shit do something. People like, okay, this is what this nigga on. So anyway, 2.5, about 3 weeks go by. She hits me up out of the blue. She really hits me up and we start talking, and it's like, I didn't know the game or anything. I'm just going just to go. I'm just living life, just doing whatever I need to do to try to get over this bitch. So she hits me up and she's like, oh, I seen you and that girl on Facebook or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know. For some reason, her saying that shit, for her to acknowledge what I was doing, well, I did it subtly. I wasn't trying to rub it in nobody's face. I just did it. For her to acknowledge that shit, it's like, it gave me a confidence boost. Probably like no other. It's just like, that shit just accelerated a nigga. Like, it accelerated me. And I'm thinking, I turned on turned my swag on, turned on the little smooth button or whatever. I'm just like, man, I'm just, even though I'm cheesing on the phone, we talking, I'm like, man, I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? But just trying to be real smooth or whatever. Then she scheduled a day for us, like, oh, are you free this day? I want to see you, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And of course, my bitch ass, like, hell motherfucking yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She had me like a snap of the finger. No Thanos snap, but the snap of the finger, I come running like. Why no contact worked for me? Because I'm going to say that shit again. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I did that shit unintentionally. The shit just happened. But one, it gave me time to think. I'm listening to sad music. Don't do that. Fuck, don't do that. I think I start to reevaluate. I'm like, okay, maybe this ain't the situation that I'm meant to be in, no matter how good or how perfect I may think she is. Like, the shit didn't work out. Like, this is what was given to me. You gotta fucking make something happen out of that shit. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. So that's one thing. Gave me time to think and reevaluate. It forced me to get up and do things. Like, you should always get up and go do things. Like, even if you don't really feel like it, because depression and shit make your world dark, and you don't want that. You want to get up, have fun, like do other shit. Like, I'm hanging out with my friends and family and all that, keeping my spirits up or whatever, keeping myself happy. I documented stuff. I knew she was gonna see it. You know, I didn't have to like go too far. I didn't have to send it directly to her phone. I knew she was gonna see it. I used the perfect tool of another woman, and I played on her fear, like damn, like he did all this, but he moving on and shit. Like, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Like, when they say that shit is facts. It's like, I got my arm around a pretty girl. So what the fuck, yo? What would you think? Right? They gonna wonder what you're doing. And she wondered for 2-3 weeks. And then, like I said, back to the whole picture thing. Next thing you know, I posted a picture on Facebook, because me and her were still friends on Facebook, with a girl. So it's like, that sent her whole shit into a frenzy. And it's other things that no contact really does. It also makes them realize, okay, maybe this motherfucker wasn't that bad. Or maybe I overreacted. It starts to put doubt in their mind also. Not all people, because if the connection wasn't strong like that, you do no contact, shit, that motherfucker gone. Like, I'm out of here, like, because there's no connection or no emotional attachment. Me and her had an emotional attachment. Like, you can't just do this shit. You mess with a girl for a week or so and expect the no contact to work. Like, you just can't. So, really, at the end of it all, I ended up getting my girl back. About 2 years later, I lost her again. This time for good. We'll get into that another day. All in all, for me, no contact has worked probably 8.5, maybe 9 times out of 10. Trust me, it's all about the connection though. The connection is strong, and therefore, motherfucker gonna come back. Like, especially knowing that you doing you and you ain't even tripping like that, they gonna come back. So, yeah.
Hustling, y'all flexing, bitch, like baby, really flexing, bitch. Yeah, she texting me like, why the fuck you texting, bitch? Always stressing me like, why the fuck you stressing, bitch?